Assalamualaikum. Today we will discuss about momentum indicators, rate of change. Okay. What is momentum indicators? Momentum is a generic term just as fruits describe apples, oranges, grapes, etc. And momentum embrace or describe many different indicators. Example of the indicators are rate of change, the relative strong indicators, which is RSI, moving average, convergent divergent, MACD, and many others. The momentum indicator compare where the current price in relation to where the price was in the past. How far in the past the comparison is made, it's up to the technical analysis trader. So the analyst will decide how many period they want to compare. So the formula is the current price minus the price end period ago. Okay, one of the important or popular indicators are ROC. So what is ROC? ROC indicator measure the percentage change of the current price as compared to the price a certain numbers of period ago. ROC is an oscillator that fluctuates above and below the zero line. Okay, if you remember in chapter 4, I discussed about the bounded and non-bounded oscillator. So ROC fall under non-bounded oscillator. So when the price rise, the ROC move up, and when the price decline, the ROC will fall. The greater the change in the price, the greater is the change in the ROC. The ROC indicator can be used to confirm price move or detect divergence. It can also be used as a guide for determining overbought and oversold condition. The ROC can be used as any momentum technical indicator by analyzing positive and negative divergence, looking for high-low and zero line crossover. Okay, how we want to calculate the ROC? Okay. The ROC can be calculated by using the following formula. Okay, the formula for ROC is current price minus the price end period ago divided by price end period ago. Okay, basically this formula calculating the percentage change in price. So in ROC, we are plotting the percentage change in price. That's why it's moved between above 0 or below 0. So when the ROC is above 0, it indicates the price has increased from the previous end period ago. And when the ROC is below 0 or negative value, it indicates that the price has decreased compared to the end period ago. Okay, so this is the example of 41 days ROC. So in a day 1, the value of ROC is 3.8. So what are the meaning of this? The price has increased by 3.82% from the past 41 days trading price. And the other example, if we have a negative value of ROC, it shows that the price has decreased by 1.8% from the past 41 days trading price. Okay, so when we look into the buy and selling signal, ROC value, we always refer to the ROC value. So for example, for the buying signal, so normally the buying signal will appear when the ROC value is less than 0, and the selling signal will appear when the ROC value greater than 0. Okay, this is the example of ROC, how it's look like. I will further explain in next slide. Okay, as I mentioned, ROC also can be used to determine the overbought and oversold area. Okay, so if you can see in this chart, this is the zero line. Okay, so we determine the overbought and oversold conditions by taking a spike, an extreme spike in the ROC movement. Okay. ROC as indicators of primary bull or primary bear markets. Okay, in a bull market, oscillators tend to move into overbought condition very quickly and stay there for a long time. While in the bear market, they can and do remain in the oversold condition for a long time. As I mentioned just now, ROC measure the percentage change. Therefore, in a bullish or in an uptrend, the most of the time, the ROC value will above the zero line. Okay, and the other way around, when in a bear market or downtrend, most probably at the ROC value will remain under or below the zero line and creating a oversold condition. Okay, and then we also can look into the overbought and oversold recrossover. So once we have determined the overbought and oversold area, so we can always monitor this movement. Okay, so in most cases, excellent buy and sell alert are generated when the momentum indicator exceeds its extended overbought or oversold boundary, then recross back through the boundary on its way to zero. Okay, what are the meanings by these sentences? Okay, let's look into the figure. Okay, for example, this, okay, this is the dotted line, the first dotted line, the upper dotted line measure the overbought, or it also can act as a resistance in the ROC. Okay, and the dotted line at the bottom here is a oversold area. Okay, when you see that, okay, we can see that this is a downtrend. Okay, why we can see it's downtrend? Because of it's creating lower high and lower low. Okay, you just imagine. Okay, somewhere here, for example, is a confirmation of selling signal. Okay, so when the price increase, okay, for example, okay, you have intention to buy the stock somewhere here. Okay, okay, you see that when the ROC crosses above zero, so it indicate, okay, the market is going up. Okay, and then you make a decision to buy. Okay, maybe at point A you buy. So after at point A you buy, so means that here, okay, when the price increase, you are waiting or you keep hold the stocks. Okay, when the price starting to decrease at this point, okay, and then you may be asked, okay, is it a correction or what should I do? Okay, should I sell? Okay, in this situation, you see this point. Since the ROC is already, when you buy, the ROC value is entering the overbought condition, and when you see the ROC value crosses below the overbought line, okay, this indicate you should sell. Okay, if not, the price will be keep decrease and you may facing a losses. Okay, and then in ROC we'll also look into the mega overbought or oversold situation. So what are the meanings by the mega overbought and oversold? Okay, there is a close connection between market sentiment indicator and the characteristic of oscillator. Since market sentiment differ widely during a bull and bear market, it follows that such variations are occasionally reflected in changing characteristic of momentum indicator. Okay, so if we know that when the market want to reverse, for example, from bullish to bearish or from bearish to bullish, it takes a tremendous amount of energy to be achieved. Okay? So this energy, this tremendous change, we can see through ROC. Okay? For example, in this chart, so the price showing the complete cycle of bull and bear market. Okay? So while the cycle, during this cycle, uptrend and downtrend, you can see that the ROC creating or touching overbought a few times and also oversold in a few times. Okay, then so when you see the trend is almost reverse, okay, then you want to confirm either it's a confirmed reversal or not. You can see through the ROC value. So if we see here, from this moment, the price the change in price is high. If you see, because of its move, then from the zero ni, it's increased very high, very tremendous change compared to the previous one. So this we call it as mega overbought, and this is the signal of reversal or confirmation of reversal. Okay, so and then if you see the price, they are set to confirm reversal, so you need to also check either the price are creating or break the resistance or not. Okay, and then so we also can use the extreme swing as signal for a dramatic shift in psychology. Okay, what are the meaning by extreme swing? Okay, so extreme swing, you can see that, okay, for example, in this figure, it shows the bearish extreme swing. Okay, this is a bull market. Okay, after a certain point, you see that during the bull market, as I mentioned just now, most probably, most of the time, the ROC value is located above the zero line and it's creating a few overbought conditions or situation. Okay, so suddenly at the peak, you can see that, so at the top, the price already reached the peak and start to reverse or make a correction, and then you see that the price is creating a new low which is lower low compared to the previous one. So this is one of the signal of trend reversal, and then you can check with the ROC. Okay, so this one we can see that it's create an extreme swing in this from from overbought area. The overbought area is highest compared to the previous one, and during this situation the price is actually a decrease. Okay, and then you can see the ROC is sharply go down. It indicates that the changes in price are still positive but in a smaller value, creating a smaller value. Okay, the changes to, okay, then when the price creating another high, we can see that the ROC cannot exceed this overbought area. So this we call it as extreme swing in the ROC value. Okay, so let's check the chart nexus, how we want to use ROC in chart nexus. Okay, first you need to choose ROC from the indicator tab. So in the chart nexus, they provide not only the ROC, but they also provide the ROC moving average. We can't delete because it's by default they have they already installed for two type of ROC. The first one is ROC and the second one is ROC moving average. So but don't worry, we can, if you want to just use the ROC value, we just focus to the green point. Okay, because of in this example I'm using by the system using by default is 10 days rate of change, meaning that they're calculating the changes of price for a 10 days period. Okay, since we are using a daily chart. So first thing first, what you need to do, you can draw a line, the zero line. Okay, to make yourself easy to identify the movement. Okay, maybe it's not really sharp. Okay, we try get the value to a zero value. Okay, just okay, almost zero value. So in this case, okay, we can see that this is harta chart. We can see that previously sorry. Okay, this is at the area that a sideway area. Okay, the sideway area, and then the price break the resistance. Okay, how you want to confirm the trend is reversed? You can see that during the sideway, the ROC value are moved very close to the zero line. Okay, and quite flattened, and you can see that the changes is not so high. Okay, but when the price start increase from or start reverse from a sideway to an uptrend, we can see a spike in the ROC value. Okay, so it's mirroring the price movement. So when the price make a correction, they make a correction, but they move up again. So you can see that during the uptrend, the ROC value located, most of the time it's located above the zero. Okay, so when you see the ROC value above the zero, means that the changes of price is positive, or price keep on increase from as compared to the previous day. In this example, we 10 days before. Okay, for if you want to trade for about 2 weeks, that is very short term one, 2 weeks duration. So you can see that for the short term period investment, we can see it's a positive movement, positive change in price. Okay, so for example, if you ask me what we should do now, if you are potential buyer, or if you have intention to buy, would you buy now? Okay, based on the ROC, can we buy now? Okay, so there is no buying indicator yet. Why? Because the ROC value still in above zero. So it's quite risky for you to buy. You need to wait. Okay, the ROC value entering below zero. Okay, even though if you see here, the ROC value starts spikely, the reverse from the downtrend to uptrend. So it may indicate that the price may increase for 2-3 days. But since, okay, as I mentioned, indicators only as another tool for confirmation, or for signal, or for prediction of price. You need to always check the chart, the stock price itself. If you see that in this example, price has increased quite high from the first breakout, this resistance. Okay, so initially around 5 ringgit 50 cents. Now the price is almost a 7 ringgit. So it's already increased about 1 ringgit 50 cent. Okay, so 1 ringgit 50 cent. So in my opinion, it may take a break. So it may create a correction before it will continue uptrend. Okay, so if for me, I will wait, and if the price make a pullback or correction, then when the price reverse or break this resistance point, because of this is the resistance point about 7 ringgit, this is the resistance point. When the price break this resistance, I will buy later. Okay, I hope you guys clear with my explanation about the ROC. If you have any question, you can ask me during the discussion session. Thank you.